driving behind me there, and he drove out at the curb. There's a green car turning back there right now. Are they the black and silver ones, and then a green car? Oh, it's a brown car, not a green car. This looks like a whitey right now. Let's walk up. Hello. I saw a whitey van out there. What's a good movie, guys? What's your favorite movie? I'll watch Flipper. Is that a good one? That's a good one. I want to watch the Barbie movie because I'm sure there's like some predictive programming in it or whatever. I bet they got some symbolism in that movie, but I don't want to watch it though. So, probably not going to watch it. Hear that banging sound? I always do things when I walk around the aisles to the other aisle. It's like every time. Like every time I do this. Did it sync that time? I couldn't tell. Pretty much every time though. Heard a door open and when I walk out, like there, a door open. And when I walk out to here, and she just walked in the door when I walked by the door, like she had her arms sticking out of the door. And I see two silver cars. I hear an engine sound when I walk out. I think it started revving his engine when I walked out. Green car. Tan car. They're both on slightly late. This the wind started like right when I started the live stream. It got really windy all of a sudden. Just saying. That car is right at the corner of that house. Or that one? This truck was turning in front of me as the light drove by me. Getting to the intersection when I got across the street. What's he driving behind me at? I think this guy behind me. That was probably the synchronizer. Church now, or what? Is he a synchronizer? I think he had a red shirt. Probably a synchronizer. I hear engine sound right now. Starting the truck right now. He's backing it up right here, I think. This truck is turning next to me. This is also white and he's driving forward right now. That's probably one. That's probably one. I don't know. Are they? I think this car just took off at the same time and he closed his car door. And the other one was driving out at the same time. And this is straightening out on the street as it's driving by. And then this looks synced with it. This is just turned right now, I think. Just turned as he sees. There's a whitey truck back there, I think. And another stalker too, I think. And that, and the green car at the same time at the corner building. And white. Lots of green stalkers on the video so far. Car turned synced. Did he turn synced? Is he gonna drive by synced? He did not. Where did he go? He turns. Oh, he did turn over there. Okay. All right. He's just looking for a place to turn, I guess. I thought he was just gonna keep driving straight. I hear this guy yelling up the street. I don't know if he was synchronizing, but oh, I hear him again. This car looks synced. Yeah, I don't know if that guy was yelling synced or what he's yelling. Might have been yelling synced, I don't know. I hear engine sound right now. See tail lift. Center Street and I hear the train horn when I get across the street. I hear engine sounds again. They sound like they're synced. The other whitey that just drove by over there. I think it's a bunch of black and silver cars synced over here. Yep. I think it's one of them. It's like a bunch of black and silver synced. One red car looks synced too. And then here's a black car. Is this a silver car? Silver car. Train horn. This car. This white car is driving by synced. White cars driving by synced. I think I saw another white turn or another stalker or some kind of silver thing. Is it gonna sync? There's tan. Is it synced? Did I make this sound inside the coffee shop when I walk by? Synced. Is this synced? Were those synced? Is it synced? Is it synced? The tail lift is pulling up right now. It pulled up to the intersection right at the door. Why didn't he drive slow so he could drive in front of me at the place? I was almost there. That's right, the place. bike is turning, and then oh, it didn't turn. White truck. Are they synced? The green car is turning right now, and this green car just pulled up right when I walked up. It's two green cars. And this guy with the red shirt probably pulled up right when I walked up. And this car has an 86. It's probably on. That's synchronizing. Is it synchronizing? This truck turning right at the pole is synchronizing. And probably the cars behind me are synchronizing. He just turned right as a car turned behind him. This other car drove out the door where they synced. Was it one? This is right at the door where they synced. Got his arm out the window of the 64, I think. And I think it was a tan car. Is it a tan car? Is this gonna sink? Train horn synced. Edge of the alley. I hear it right now in the truck. Probably too windy to catch all the sounds, but I hear him in the truck right there though. I think that had a D2 license plate. This is driving right when I walk up. The train horns right when I walk up, and the train is coming out. And I think he just hit his brakes right when the train horn is going off again. He's stopping right now at the alley. This car is driving out. It's green. The alley. A lot of green cars on this video that are synced. Isn't it a lot of green cars that are synced? The back of the train is right now when the aloe truck turns. This one's early. Got 22 though. The train horn's going off right when he turns. This whitey driving out, it looks synced with this car, and they all look synced. Car is turning, and I saw another white car back there at the other intersection at the same time. And then I see another white car back there as they drive through. The train horn's going off right now. And this is a silver truck, and this is a black car. Is it black and silver? She's waving at me. I'm recording them though. Is it all a bunch of black and silver cars, I think? It's all a bunch of black and silver cars. And another black car. is turning as a silver car drives by with a 64 on the plate, followed by a black car. I was almost at the corner of the building. Whitey's turning, there's a banging sound of this car, banging sound of the truck trailer. Green car synced. Another green car synced. How many green cars have synced on this video? It's a lot of them. Black and silver synced. How many black and silver are synced on this video? A lot of them. Silver. Oh, it's a man. Oh, he's turning in center street with the window. I think this has one tail light. He's turning and there's another tan car. There's a red and blue car. That's tan, I think. Then as this car drives out in front of me, I hear engine sounds left of me. And then the whiteys. And then here he comes. Black and silver. And then there's a bunch of cars driving behind me as this white SV drives in front of me. And then I saw a white SV drive in front of me that's on the street. The police station is on, and as this engine sound was going off, and this car was parked right when that happened. It's a red car, and then I just saw a blue car in front of me. Was it synced? What should I do? Should I go walk all up and down Norfolk Avenue over and over and see if they sync at all the same places? Like this? Here comes the Imperial truck right now. And then there's this tan car right after the last car. And then there's a silver car, and then there's a black car right here, right after the silver car. Seems like a sync. There's another silver car, and then I heard a car door close right here to the right of me. And then this car is right here, and it's black, and I hear an engine sound ahead of me. I think it's this white truck, and he's gonna drive up synced. He's driving synced right now with the other white. black and silver. Or red and blue. That was red and silver. Here's a semi. That guy just walked up right before there. That car was right there. If I just walk up and down the street over and over, they're gonna drive by right there and right here. Every time that I walk by it, they're gonna drive by there. Every time that I walk by, there's gonna be cars right at it. Is something gonna happen at the crosswalk? I think this FedEx turned at the crosswalk way over there. Like, if I just walk by this red door, probably every time I walk by it, there's gonna be something at it. If I walk by the harbor bar, probably every time. The green car looks late. Like, doesn't it just happen like that phenomenally every time that I walk by? Like every time I walk by here, there's a car driving by at the corner of it. And like all three of these cars pull up at the same time as each other, and they're all silver. Oh wait, that one's blue. This one's silver. What about the red car? The same one. This white car is turning right now. This car is turning right now. And like if I walk by this bank corner over and over again, if I just walk up and down the street, there's gonna be something sinking at the bank corner. Like, how does that happen? How does it happen right at the bank corner? Like, how does it happen? Just happen like that, you know? The FedEx is gonna drive by this car. The door is gonna open at the crosswalk. The white truck. I think it was synced. I think the white truck turned synced with it. I think it's synced right now. And this guy just walked out at the same time, I think. They always sync right here every time I walk by. Like every time I walk by there, it's always synced. Isn't it? Every time I walk by there, like isn't it every time I walk up to intersections? There's people pulling up with red shirts and stuff. Tan car. 2 silver cars and a tan car. And then a black car when I get across the street. I think he had 77. It's always sinks right there, and it's just always right there every time. It's backing up right now like I knew it would, right as this other red car was driving by me. Just gonna pull up right when I walk by the ATM. I hear car doors closing behind me on the red stalker truck seat. I hear a car honking right now. I think it's the red truck hitting the lock button. Oh, nice. I'm getting one of these. $50.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. I need one of these.
Checking a little tricycle.
I need
out.
one of those right around town.
Oh, yeah.
Be walking too much. Like if I just walk by the corner of the Harbor Bar or the door of the Harbor Bar, sink things happen. When I walk by the corner of the Harbor Bar, this car is a C3. This just drove out in front of me when he was driving. And this is probably synced. And this is definitely synced. And that white car is synced. And this is sync point. It's synced. And there's a banging sound right there. I see a tan car over there. This is synced. There's two whiteys over there, I think. Was it two whiteys? Like if I just walk back this way, they're gonna drive by at the Harbor Bar again, and they're gonna drive by at the crosswalk again, and they're gonna drive by at the ATM again. They're gonna do black and silver again. And that car is parking behind that car. It's also black. It's turning off as it turns. Parked right behind the other car. And they're gonna get out right now, probably. I think they're parked right at the corner of Harbor Bar. Are they gonna get out right when I walk by the corner of Harbor Bar? Is this red and blue? Oh, the lights turned off. Are they gonna get out right when I walk by at the corner of Harbor Bar? Okay, I guess not. They are parked right at the corner of Harbor Bar, though. Door. Sink door where they always sink. Yeah, here's the engine sign right now. By the ATM, are they going to be? It's more of synced at the ATM. It's driving by there and it sinks. Is this pulling up synced right here? And then driving synced right here? And then they turn the corner synced at the same time, I think. And then they're gonna sync right now. And they're synced right now. They just close their door synced. Banging sound. What was the banging sound? This is a place where they always sync, remember, I think it's synced. I hear people laughing synced, I think. Laughing synced. I see a white. I see other sync heads up the street, I think. Crosswalk sync. I see black and silver cars and this white car. You see the black and silver cars, they pulled up at the same time as each other. It's opening right next to me, the red shirt, tan car. They probably walked up to the edge of the sidewalk at the corner of the bank. They're gonna get in the car when I walk up. I'm gonna hear the car door right now or something. Is this a stalker? Yup, it's always a stalker. This white truck's a stalker. That white car looks like a stalker. Yeah. That's at the door of Ravenwood. And this guy, was he walking up to the intersection at the same time, I think? And then they just always drive by right here with tan cars and stuff. You know, tan cars, white cars, green cars, whatever color car, really. Just taking off next to me. It's a tan car. This is at the red door. Remember the last time when I walked by the red door just minutes ago and there was a car right at it? What if I walk by the red door again? Is there going to be a car right at it? If I just suddenly walk by the red door, is there going to be a car right at it? This guy just turned off the sidewalk when that car drove behind him. And I think it was synced with the other red car. It's an orange car. He's getting in his truck right now. I'm just going to start when I walk by it. And I think I see a whitey. And then if I walk by Ravenwood again, is there going to be a sink at it again? A third time in a row? Right at the door. It's meeting this car at the intersection. Is this synced? Was that synced? Semi-synced right now. And then what's this? It's a blue truck. I thought it was a green truck. And then this white SUV is starting. And then the semi is here now. Is it synced? So if I walk by these specific places again, is it gonna sync? Like if I walk by the crosswalk, is it gonna sync? And if I walk by that door over there, is it gonna sync? If I walk by the other door over there, is it gonna sync? This looks like it's synced at the crosswalk. So wait. This looks like it's synced at the door where they sync. And then I hear the other car's engine sound again. And then he's stopping at the intersection. He's turning at the intersection synced. There's black and silver synced. And he's parking synced. And he's gonna walk up synced. Walking up synced. Walking up synced. I hear a dog barking around when I walk up to the street, I think. That box truck looks synced, and this car looks synced, and this car looks synced. And they all look synced. They all look synced, right? This car is poking out right now. And then he's driving out right now. Here's the ATM. Is that the same truck from before? He's got one tail light. Is that the one that was driving by, where was he at? Crosswalk? I think that's the same one. Remember the last time I walked by this door and there was a car right at it? And this door, there's always cars right at it. In this corner of the Harbor Bar, there's always like tan cars right at it and stuff like that. And then at the other corner of Harbor Bar, there's a silver car. Why wasn't it another tan car though? I don't get it. But there's a car at each corner of Harbor Bar though. I think she's when the door of the building sinks. This car is backing up right now. Cop. He was late. These pull up at the same time as each other. It's gonna drive right now. It's gonna sit at the stop sign and wait to drive until I walk up. And then there's red and blue. And then there's a white car, and then there's a green car, and then there's a silver car. There's probably a black car that's gonna meet the silver car. And then there's a red car with the red car. And then if I walk back this way, they're gonna drive in this car, the dim white. And that's a blue truck, and that's the red car. Are they gonna drive at Harbor Bar? Is there gonna be a car at the corner of Harbor Bar, in the corner of this building? That one's kind of at the corner of Harbor Bar. Alright. Now it's a lot of cars driving by, so. Alright. But here's the car right at the door, though. And this white car is getting across the street as this. Okay, I wasn't quite at the door yet. I think it's synced for the door, though. That's at the crosswalk as he gets to the intersection. That's driving by at the door where they sync, and this other car is parked at the same time. This tan truck, I think. It's tan. No, it's silver. It's silver, silver. Silver, silver, and then a black truck. And then a black car. And then a black car. Red coat. And then an 88. And a red. SV is pulling up to the intersection right at this place. Synced at it again. That has a D4 license plate. That's two silver cars at the door, and I think there was another one in front of me at the same time. White. This looks like it's there. This is synced. Is it gonna sink at the bank corners? Is it synced at both bank corners? Is it synced at intersections? Every time I walk up to intersections, is it synced? Is it synced every time I walk up to intersections and by bank corners and harbor bar corners and Ravenwood corners and other corners, doors and crosswalks and train tracks? Is it synced every time I walk by places? That one looks a little late with the dog in the back window. I think it's one. She's turning off the sidewalk right now. I hear engine sound at the same time. This car looks like it's backing up synced, and I saw a car right in front of me synced. I see a black and silver car synced, I think. And he drove forward synced. And this is gonna be synced at the red door. Remember the last time I walked by this red door? The last like 3 times I walked by it? This guy's got a red shirt right now. There's a car at each edge of the crosswalk. Remember the last time this car just took off right there with the white truck driving by me? It has 55. It's gonna drive forward right here. Remember the last time I walked by the red door? And then I was like, what if I walk by it again? And then it did it again when I walked by it again. And then I walked by it again and it did it again. And it had a 1, 2, 3 and it's tan. Doesn't it all just look synced? I heard a car honk right there. This car is turning really slow. Like, why is it turning so slow? Like, how long does it take to turn a car? I don't get it. I've never turned a car that slow, I don't think. Doesn't it look synced? Isn't it amazing how I can just walk up and down the street and there's synced things happening at places, at the same specific places over and over? Like right here at this place. Isn't that amazing? These doors opening right there, isn't that incredible? Isn't that a phenomenal occurrence? That things are just happening synchronized. Isn't this a phenomenon? Shouldn't this be studied? Isn't this phenomenal? What's going on here? It's phenomenal. It's driving forward right there. It did 100 sync things. It's turning right there. I hear a plane. Is it gonna fly over me, sync? It's gonna fly over me right here. That's phenomenal. What a phenomenon. It's always synced everywhere I go. both silver. And then it's tan. When I get to the intersection, it's got 99. And then it's white when I walk up to the curb. And then he's probably saying, oh, someone's walking out right now. It's at 77 right now. Like every time I walk by the bank corner, things happening when I walk by the bank corner. Walk by the bank corner, things happen. They happen right there at the bank corner, directly next to me. White cars directly next to me. And then this car is backing up right now. The squirrel is probably synchronizing. The squirrel. I think it's a synchronizer squirrel. Is he a sync squirrel? Where'd he go? Where'd the squirrel go? He was almost at the bank corner and he just like started running again as he's walking up to me. White. Tan. He's driving at Center Street. He's driving by at the curb. Isn't that crazy? He's just sitting at the stop sign, then he drives at Center Street, and then he drives by at the curb. It's magical. It's magical tail lift again. It's like every time I see one, every single time I see a tail lift, it's magically synced up at specific places, like ATMs. Just walked out the door synced. Walking back up at the crosswalk synced. Just heard a car honk. I think this car pulled up to the intersection at the corner of Harbor Bar and is driving by the other corner of Harbor Bar, kind of. This is pulling up right now and it's black and silver. Center of the street. This is sitting and waiting to drive up. Okay. It's got 77 though. Oh, I saw a tail lift turn in front of me right there. Another synced tail lift. Just like every time I see one. Just every single time I see one. Just only every single time I see one. All day, every day. That's all. It's just only every single time I see one. I think the door opened next to me. Tan in that car. In that car. In that car car. Was that one? He's early. Is this one? It's got a I saw a tan truck turn in front of me at the same time. Alright, what about the roundabout? If I walk up to the roundabout, I see this white truck coming out right now. If I walk up to the roundabout, this has a C3. If I walk up to the roundabout, is it going to be synced right there? There's a bunch of red cars driving by, like the one in the parking lot, and all these red cars on the street. This engine sounds behind me right now. There's another whitey over there. If I walk up to the roundabout, is the sync gonna happen magically? That looks like a late whitey. This looks like a green car at the crosswalk. And then a turquoise car at the crosswalk with that car at the same time. And then a green car at the intersection, at the roundabout, and white. Is this green too? Green. Wow. Right when I walk up to the roundabout. How would that happen right when I walked up to the roundabout? Like, I've been seeing synced green cars the entire video, and I just walk up to the roundabout and there's two green cars right there. And there was two green cars at that other intersection earlier in the video. How is this happening? How is this happening, guys? Is this a phenomenon? I see a white SUV driving out right when this drives up. I need a quantum physicist or something to explain to me how this happens. Or it's a network of stalkers. Stalking. Or I live in a video game. It's one of those. It's one of those three things. It's like magic. Yeah, C22. Engine sound. 66 on the red car. Every time I see those, they're synced. Every time I see a Service Master van, it's at a synced point. Just only every single time. Just that's it. It's like, I know that doesn't sound like much, but it's just only every single time. And it's just kind of, I don't know. I just like to take notes of it and like point it out and like be like, hey, look, it's happening every single time. Isn't this weird? Oh. But no, it's just normal though. Everybody's like, no, it's just normal. They're just normal cars. Yeah, it looks normal. See this white and this tan at the same time? And this other whitey. And then the tan car and the tail lift right now. There's a synked tail lift again. Dang, lots of synked tail lifts and green cars on this video, right? Tan cars, white cars. A lot of synked of those, right? And black and silver cars. Isn't it a lot of that? The entire video? This white is turning when the other white drives by me. Every time I see a cop, it's synced. Every single time I see a cop, it's synced. Go watch all my videos. Every single time I see a cop, it's synced. On every video. I have 2,000 videos. On all 2,000 of them, every 2 million cops are synced. This white van is driving out and that drives by me, and I see a bunch of whiteys up the street. Like, just keep seeing whiteys driving out. And then this car just turned back there when this truck pulled up. I think it's silver. It's probably gonna drive up when I walk up to the intersection or something. Turning in the police station, actually. A bunch of black cars all pulling up at the same time as each other. 66. Red. Isn't this just like magical? How this is just all red right now? How many red cars just pulled up right now? 5? Damn. It's just like right when I walk up, and then there's an orange car with the last red car. And then there's 2 black cars. These 2 black cars pull up at the same time as each other. What another freak occurrence. These are always driving by at places where there's always things driving by at places. Sing, 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 sing. There's always things driving by at alleys with C3s and 90 white cars. The 7s. B9s. And there's always things driving by right at the store. Tan cars and stuff like that. There's always tan cars simultaneous with other cars and stuff like that. And there's always cars meeting them at intersections as they approach it. And there's always things happening synced. There's birds flying over synced. Always, every time I record for 2,000 videos straight, every day, all day, every day.